Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Shoney's Small Engines. Got a Toro 22-inch recycler in today with the Tecumseh motor on it, and the main complaint is that they can't get it started. So I'm going to try to take you through, see what we can find with this thing, um, see if if it's like a carb issue, spark compression, and we'll go from there. So first thing I want to do is I want to come around over here to the side. I will show you that I can't get it to start. There is gas in there. He said it was fresh gas. Get that primer. So, as you can see, that won't start. But what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to squirt a little bit of fuel into the intake here and see if we can get it to start up for a few seconds. If it does, then we know we got a carburetor issue, and we can just go ahead and pull that apart and clean it. And I'll show you how to do that. So let's get a little bit of fuel in there and try it again. All right, normally I would expect a little bit of a fire even for a split second there. I wasn't getting anything at all. So I'm going to skip over the carburetor for now. Let's go and check the next easiest thing, and that would be the spark. And we'll check for spark. And if we have spark, then we'll get the compression checker out and check for compression. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my inline spark checker, and I'm going to dim the lights down. I'm going to hold it over here to the side so I can see from the back side if I'm getting that to glow with a bungee cord. All right, so now from the back, I can be able to see that. I'm going to dim the lights, give it a couple pulls, make sure that this thing has spark, and then if it does, we'll go ahead and check for compression. So keep an eye right here on the spark tester, see if that glows orange every time I pull the cable. All right, so as you can see there, that was not glowing when I was pulling it. So that tells me we got a spark issue. Usually one of three things on this. It's either going to be the coil, the cable that goes to the engine brake, if something gets twisted or pulled, or we're going to have like a grounding issue. So to get to that, I got to take this cover off. There's 4 1/4-inch bolts on the top, and you have to take the oil cap out of the way. We'll remove the cover here and get down to the starter cover. All right, 4 bolts. You don't want to lose these guys. These are hard to come by. We'll remove the oil dipstick just for a second. Move the cover out of the way. We'll put the dipstick back on. 2 5/16 bolts in the front. I'll take the gas tank off. And then in the back, there's 2 3/8 bolts. And 1 more bolt on the dipstick here. It's a 5/16. We'll get that out of the way. All right, so then we'll be able to pull the flywheel cover off, and we'll just rest it over the side here. Now we have our coil here, kill switch wire, which looks like the ground is fine. You can look up underneath the back of the flywheel here, and you'll be able to see that the kill switch is connected. So I'm not really too concerned about that. No wires are broken. So my guess is it's going to be a coil. So one more thing I can check before I go ahead and order a coil is I want to make sure that the gap is correct between the flywheel and the coil. You can do this with a feeler gauge or just use a business card. That looks pretty good over there. And that's pretty good over there. So looks like our gap is pretty good. Before I go ahead and order one of these, I think I do have another coil from another machine laying around. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out, see if that is the problem, and then I'll ask the customer if they want a brand new one or a used one. Okay, so here's the used coil, came off another machine. The numbers are not exactly the same, but they're very, very similar. This is 4.2, this is 5.2, so maybe it's just a newer, updated one. Whatever the case is, it should work. So I'm going to pull this one off. I'll show you how to do that. We'll hook the new one up and see if we can get some spark on this. So right here on top of the coil, we have 2 1/4-inch bolts, and then we have the kill wire, ground wire. Okay, there's the old one. I'm actually going to use a spark plug boot, so we'll take that off, and we'll put that on the used replacement. Okay, so we got the boot back on. Now let's mount this up. When we do this, we have to gap this. So let me go get a business card, and I'm going to turn it till the magnet is here. Put the business card in between and put it up against the magnet. Now make sure that the holes are aligned. We'll hook up the ground cable while we're here. And then we'll put our 2 1/4-inch bolts back in. I like to snug these down by hand. Okay, and then we'll pull the business card out. Now, yep, just make sure that these don't touch or grind or hit. Okay, let's put the cover back on so we can get the pull starter on, and then we'll see if we can get this to make spark. Hold that off to the side like we did before. So come over top of the flywheel. This has to run down on the inside here. One for the oil dipstick. And then 2 3/8 bolts in the back. Put the fuel tank back on. And then the oil dipstick. Now, I'm just going to rest this on for now in case that coil doesn't work and in case the guy wants to get a brand new one. But let's just double check, see if this is the problem. We're going to zoom in on this spark tester to kill the lights and see if we can get it to spark. Okay, sweet. So that was the problem. I'll put a link in the description for an aftermarket coil. Luckily, I had a spare one laying around that was used. But again, if this guy doesn't want to use a spare one, I'll go ahead and put a brand new one in for him. But I'll put a link in there. Let him decide what he wants to spend his money on. And a quick update, this customer decided to go with a new aftermarket one. So I'll be taking the used OEM one off and keep it in my pile for the next one that happens. So if guys got any questions, let me know in your comments. Let me know if this has helped you at all. Appreciate the feedback. You can check out some of my other videos here. Check out my channel there. And again, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.